The story begins by showing us a small introduction to the history of Ghost Rider and the devil. In every generation, the devil would choose one human being and tempt them with something they desired. In exchange, the devil would make them do important tasks that he couldn't do himself on Earth. The devil would give them the power of hellfire, but would take it back once the task was completed. Those who made deals with the devil and received these powers were called Ghost Riders. 150 years ago, the devil made a contract with 1,000 evil people in a village called 𝗟𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗲. These 1,000 souls were very powerful and important to the devil, because if he collected them, he would become strong enough to wield his powers on Earth. The devil sent his Ghost Rider to retrieve this contract from 𝗟𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗲. But when the Ghost Rider learned about the power of these souls, he refused to give the contract to the devil. Instead, he ran away with it, hid it somewhere, and stayed hidden from the devil's sight. This was the first Ghost Rider in history who didn't complete his deal with the devil, but instead stood against him. After this, the scene shifts to a few years before the present day. We are introduced to a stuntman named 𝗟𝗶𝗲𝗲 and his son, Johnny Blaze. Both of them performed dangerous motorcycle stunts in shows to entertain people. Johnny had a girlfriend named Roxanne, whom he loved deeply. Johnny's father repeatedly warned him to focus on his career instead of getting distracted by love, but Johnny didn't like hearing this advice. One day, Roxanne tells Johnny that her father is sending her away to live with her mother in another city. Johnny suggests that instead of being separated, they should run away together and start a new life. Roxanne agrees, and they plan to leave the next day at 8 p.m. When Johnny returns home, he sees his father for what he thinks might be the last time. He notices a piece of paper in the trash, his father's medical report. The report reveals that his father has cancer due to smoking. Johnny, feeling troubled, starts working on his bike while thinking about his father and Roxanne. An old man suddenly appears and tells Johnny, "I know your father has cancer and I can cure it, but in exchange, you must sign a contract with me." Johnny, desperate, says he's willing to pay any price. The old man then reveals the true cost. "In exchange for curing your father's cancer, I want your soul." This old man is actually the devil we saw at the beginning of the movie. Johnny thinks it's nonsense, but the devil pulls out a contract. Before Johnny can even read it, his thumb gets cut, and a drop of blood falls on the signature line, sealing the deal. The next morning, Johnny wakes up to find that his father is completely cured. Barton tells him that the doctors confirmed his cancer is gone. Johnny is overjoyed, but remembers he has to meet Roxanne. Before leaving, he tells his father that he's running away with her. Though sad, Barton wants Johnny to be happy and gives him his favorite bike, the one Johnny had always wanted since childhood. Later, during Barton's stunt performance, he has a terrible accident, and Johnny watches his father die right in front of him. At that moment, he also sees the devil in the crowd. Johnny tries to leave and go to Roxanne, but the devil appears before him. Johnny realizes the devil is responsible for his father's death. The devil coldly explains, "Our deal was only to cure your father's cancer, not to keep him alive. Now forget your friends, your family, and your love. Your soul belongs to me. When I need you, I'll come for you. Until then, I'll be watching." As he says this, the devil infuses Johnny's soul with hellfire and disappears. Johnny still goes to meet Roxanne, but to protect her from the devil, he leaves without explaining anything. The scene then shifts to present day, 2007. Johnny Blaze has now become the most famous stuntman in the country. He has set world records with his incredible motorcycle jumps, leaping over trucks, helicopters, and more. No matter how dangerous the stunt, he never gets a single scratch. TV channels constantly beg for interviews, but Johnny always refuses. One day, Roxanne arrives to interview him. She now works as a reporter. Johnny is overjoyed to see her and finally agrees to an interview. During their conversation, he nervously asks if she's married. Roxanne says, no, she hasn't married anyone yet. Johnny invites her to dinner. At first, she hesitates, but eventually agrees, telling him to meet her at a restaurant at 8 p.m. sharp and warning him not to be late. Meanwhile, the devil's son, Blackheart, escapes from hell and arrives on Earth. He massacres everyone in a bar and summons 3 allies, one who can control Earth, able to turn himself into dirt, one who controls water, and one who controls wind. Blackheart declares, "We must find the 𝗟𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 contract and claim the power of those souls. Then, we'll rule this world." The devil suddenly appears and confronts Blackheart, snarling, "You'll do no such thing while I'm here. This world is mine to rule." Blackheart mocks him. "On Earth, I'm stronger than you. You can't stop me." The devil smirks and replies, "I know I can't fight you directly, but my Ghost Rider can, and he will destroy you." Blackheart dares him, "Send your Ghost Rider. I'll kill him first, then you." Furious, the devil storms off and appears before Johnny, who is getting ready for his dinner with Roxanne. Suddenly, Johnny's hands glow red, and a haunting voice calls to him. His father's old, broken motorcycle, now restored to perfection, appears before him. The devil announces, "The time has come to fulfill our contract. You must fight and kill Blackheart." Johnny refuses, but the devil sneers, "Your soul is under my control. Willing or not, I will make the Ghost Rider obey." He slams his cane on the ground and the motorcycle roars to life, speeding uncontrollably through the streets, setting everything in its path ablaze. It drags Johnny to an abandoned factory where Blackheart is searching for the contract. As Johnny arrives, flames slowly engulf his body until he is completely transformed. His skin burns away, revealing a flaming skull. The Ghost Rider has taken control. He points at Blackheart and growls, "Your time is up. Return to hell." But Blackheart grins. He's been waiting for this fight. With a snap of his fingers, his 3 elemental allies step forward, ready for battle. Together, they crush Ghost Rider under a truck and assume that Ghost Rider is dead. But Ghost Rider isn't gonna die so easily. Ghost Rider turns an iron chain into his weapon, sets it on fire, and uses it to kill one of Blackheart's allies, the one who has the power of Earth. After that, Ghost Rider calls his bike and rides away. On the way, he spots a criminal. Ghost Rider tells the criminal to look into his eyes. Then he burns the criminal's soul and kills him. Actually, Ghost Rider has a special power. He can see anyone's soul. If someone has an evil soul and looks into Ghost Rider's eyes, he can punish them by burning their soul. As Ghost Rider rides his bike, the road behind him burns wherever he passes. Meanwhile, morning arrives, and Ghost Rider turns back into Johnny. Johnny is found unconscious on his father's grave. The truth is, Ghost Rider can only exist in darkness. In sunlight, he changes back into a normal human. An old man who works at the graveyard picks Johnny up and takes him inside a church to rest. When Johnny regains consciousness, the old man tells him a lot about Ghost Rider. Johnny is surprised. How does this old man know so much about Ghost Rider? The old man tells Johnny, "Blackheart has seen your face now, and he will be waiting for you. If you want to survive, you'll need my help." The old man stitches up Johnny's shoulder and gives him a lot of information about Blackheart. He also tells Johnny, "If you want to stay alive, you have to fulfill the deal you made with the devil." Johnny then goes to apologize to Roxanne for not showing up to dinner. But Roxanne is furious and says, "You're exactly the same as you were before. You haven't changed at all. You left me once, and now you've done it again." Johnny returns home and starts reading books about demons. He tries to gain control over Ghost Rider instead of letting the devil control him. After some training, he finally manages to take control of Ghost Rider. Meanwhile, Roxanne, feeling guilty for her rude behavior, goes to Johnny's apartment to apologize. There, she sees old pictures of them together and realizes that Johnny still loves her. But Johnny tells her, "You should go back home." Roxanne asks, "What's your problem?" "You can share anything with me." So Johnny tells her everything about the devil and Ghost Rider. But Roxanne thinks he is lying and making up stories. She says, "I'm leaving you for good." As Johnny walks Roxanne to her car, the police arrive and arrest him for a murder case. The night before, Ghost Rider killed someone, and Johnny's bike was found at the scene. The police lock Johnny in jail. That night, Ghost Rider takes over Johnny again. Ghost Rider kills criminals in the jail and then leaves to fulfill his contract by going after Blackheart. Meanwhile, Roxanne sees Ghost Rider climbing a building on his bike from her apartment. That's when she realizes Johnny had been telling the truth all along. Ghost Rider reaches the top of the building and fights another one of Blackheart's allies, the one with wind powers. Ghost Rider spins his chain and uses hellfire to kill him. The next morning, Johnny goes back to the old man in the graveyard. The old man tells him, "Blackheart will find your weakness now, and he will try to take advantage of your weaknesses." Hearing this, Johnny thinks about Roxanne and rushes to his apartment to find her. But Blackheart is already there. He has killed one of Johnny's friends and taken Roxanne prisoner. Johnny arrives and transforms into Ghost Rider. He fights Blackheart and tries to burn his soul by making him look into his eyes. But Blackheart says, "I don't have a soul, so your power won't work on me." Then he tells Johnny, "I'm taking Roxanne to 𝗟𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗲. If you want to see her alive, bring the contract there." Johnny returns to the graveyard and asks the old man for the contract. The old man gives it to him because he knows Johnny didn't make the deal with the devil out of greed. He did it to save his father. The old man believes Johnny is the one who can stop the devil. Then, the old man blows a whistle and calls his horse. He says, "I still have one ride left, and I've saved it for today." Suddenly, the old man also transforms into Ghost Rider. The truth is, this old man was the spirit of the original Ghost Rider from 150 years ago. He had taken the contract from the devil and escaped, waiting all this time for another Ghost Rider who could defeat the devil. He had saved his last ride for this moment. Now 2 Ghost Riders set off, one on a bike and the other on a horse, towards 𝗟𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗲. The old Ghost Rider drops Johnny there and leaves. Morning is approaching, and Ghost Rider doesn't have much time left. Blackheart's last remaining ally, who has water powers, attacks Ghost Rider. But Ghost Rider easily defeats him underwater, takes the contract, and confronts Blackheart. Blackheart throws Roxanne aside, but Johnny refuses to hand over the contract. Instead, he transforms into Ghost Rider and fights Blackheart. Just as Ghost Rider is about to win, the sun rises, and Johnny turns back into a human. Blackheart grabs the contract and absorbs all the evil souls of 𝗟𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗲 into himself. Johnny tries to step into the shadows to transform again, but Blackheart keeps him in the sunlight. Roxanne picks up Ghost Rider's gun and shoots Blackheart, giving Johnny enough time. He takes the gun, turns it into Ghost Rider's weapon, and shoots Blackheart again. The souls scatter, but Blackheart, now incredibly powerful, starts pulling them back into himself. Johnny transforms into Ghost Rider one last time and forces Blackheart to look into his eyes. Since Blackheart now contains thousands of evil souls, Ghost Rider burns them all, destroying Blackheart in the process. With this, Ghost Rider has fulfilled his contract with the devil. The devil appears and tells Johnny, "You've done your job. I'm here to return you to your normal life and take back the Ghost Rider powers." But Johnny refuses. He says, "No, I won't give these powers back. I'll use them to fight you and defeat you." Angry, the devil leaves. Now, Ghost Rider continues his mission, hunting down evil people and punishing their souls. The movie ends here. There are no mid-credit or post-credit scenes in this film. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.